So what we're going to do first of all, and this is something that a lot of you can, something that a lot of you can help out with, is we are now going to enforce copyright violations on all YouTube videos that show any clips from this or show any clips from Owen's stuff.
Feel free to take any of these clips, cut them up, put them on your channel.
So, um, so what you can do is you can go ahead and when you see a copyright violation from a channel like Davy Crocko 2 or Davy Crocko 3 or any of the other suspects, shoot me an email with the exact timestamp, etc., and the extension. Look up the YouTube copyright violation form, and then send it. Make sure that you provide all the information to me or to Owen, and then we will be sure to get the copyright violations registered. They will get strikes on their channels. And when you guys understand the fullness of what's going on, you'll understand that we are now in no holds barred mode. Okay? And let me make it clear. Even if you think you have nothing to lose, even if you think that, oh, I don't have anything, I don't have any money and stuff, well, then we will garnish your wages. You will be paying for your actions possibly for the rest of your life. And Agent Smith said, why would you single out Davy if what Davy says is not true? I'm single. It's not about the fans, obviously. So, anyhow, we have now 26 lawyers in the Legal Legion. We have them we have them all over the place. We have them in Europe. We have them in the UK. We have them in no, Davy does not tell the truth, and we will settle that. We're coming after Davy. Once we have his identity, then we can go ahead and get it. He's perfectly welcome to defend his defamation in court. When you don't seem to understand. For example, when you make a video and you say stupid stuff that's false, you can get away with it in the States to a certain degree. But here's the bad news, guys. Also, you're violating UK law if your video is in the UK. And it is much, much easier to win a defamation case in the UK. And you're also going to have to pay for it. Ideas. This has to do with people who are trying to hack our online store, who are trying to tortiously interfere with our relations with multiple businesses. These are people who are trying to actively defame our operations, as well as us personally. The behavior that they are engaging in is illegal under federal law, illegal under state law, and also creates a lot of civil liability. All of this stuff is going to come out eventually. No, Agent Smith, he doesn't have proof of the lies. He told lies himself. He told many lies himself. And so, if he thinks he's telling the truth, fine. Email me, Davy, if you think you're telling the truth. Email me your telephone number and your address, and we will have you served within 1 week. And you can have your day in court. Doesn't matter what state you live in. We've got someone who covers it. And so, This is going to be very, very expensive for you guys. And here's the thing. The ironic thing is that what you've done has actually helped unauthorized grow faster than it has ever grown before. LOL, dox yourself, Davey. You think he's that stupid, dude? Of course I don't think he's that stupid. That's how I know he's lying. No, this has gotten out of hand already. We're dealing with it now. If you notice, do you think that we don't know what companies you're targeting? Do you think that they don't talk to me? Do you think that we're not already discussing how to address the problem? The funny thing is, somebody said, "Oh, it's so gay that you're going to do copyright strikes." We're doing that at the request of the companies that you are contacting in an attempt to get us taken down. And just so you understand, this is not the first time that we have hunted people down and had them arrested. We've done that 3 times now. But again, the point is, these guys wanted the conflict. They demanded the conflict. They've sought the conflict. And now we are going to show up for the conflict. So VFM, those of you who are specialists in the hunting down stuff, you guys know who you are. Get in touch. Put troll hunt in the subject. And I only want VFM to do that. And for those of you who are serious YouTubers who are interested in helping out, who are reprehensibles, then go ahead and get us the information on all of the copyright violators, and we will file official complaints on all of them. Also, since people are claiming that Davey Crocko wants to know the truth, I would like somebody to file complaints for any defamation and libel that is committed there. We can absolutely settle what is true and what is not. That you horrible little people will come forward, take responsibility for what you've done. You know what it is. And then we'll be able to move on. And you'll be able to move on. But if you don't come forward, you try to hide it, and you try to pretend that you didn't do it, and you try to deny, when you're found, you try to deny that it was you and so forth. Understand, we are going to financially break you. It's not just going to be the criminal stuff. It's going to be the civil liability that is attached to the things that you've done. And so, it's up to you. We don't have to pay for lawyers. We have an entire legion of volunteer lawyers. Maybe your cybersecurity is great. Maybe you are, that good at hiding your tracks. But everybody makes a mistake. Maybe you will, maybe you won't. But keep in mind, we have been geared up to deal with big corporations playing the "we'll bleed you dry" game. We've been geared up to deal with that and deal with that successfully for years. I mean, I'm a very, very patient guy. I'm a very patient man. It makes no difference to me how long it takes. You know, I like to be left alone. I like to mind my own business. But I haven't been permitted to do that. So, but the thing is that, what they don't, one thing that they obviously don't realize is that what they're trying to do when they are emailing people about our business relations, and they're saying, did you know that so and so is doing this, and then they try to interfere with your that's tortious interference right there. That's what they're openly admitting to is something that opens them up for a civil lawsuit. And it, especially when you have them talking about how they're intending to do it, they're literally openly confessing to it. And so, the great Trollsby said, why not just address the allegations Davey has raised? Because he has repeatedly lied and he's attempting to harm us. So now we're coming after him. We are going to, I'm absolutely happy to have the truth come out. When we go to court, the truth will come out. Davey had better pray that everything he said is true. But it's not. Yeah, and also I don't think you guys realize how gung-ho, how absolutely gung-ho the Legal Legion is about this stuff. Just to put it in perspective, one of them, the guy who's handling the Patreon situation for Owen, is a rabid puppy. And so, you guys wanted my attention. You guys can find out how fun it is to joke about LOL, Dork Lord, blah blah blah. You're going to find out why the CEO of Google canceled a company-wide meeting because he didn't want the entire discussion of the meeting to appear on my blog. Look it up. Yeah, and the same offer goes for Davey Crocko. If you want to have a conversation, if you want to apologize and take down your videos before they're taken down as copyright strikes, I'll give you that opportunity too. I am not particularly interested in you guys. We have much, much bigger conflict that I would rather be spending my time on it. But because of what you collectively have done, it is no longer possible to simply ignore what you're doing. And no, I'm not referring to unauthorized. And no, I'm not referring to unauthorized coming down. See, these guys, look, Bill, you're just like a little boy. Quick, Davey, take them down. Vox demanded it. I don't care if he takes them down or not. They're coming down. But I'm giving him an opportunity to get out of this. And you can bluster. Do you think Indiegogo's lawyers didn't bluster? They were Harvard Law, Stanford Law. Do you really think that Patreon didn't bluster? I'm willing to look past most of this stuff because it's been essentially harmless. But a line, a very serious line, was crossed. And whoever is responsible knows who they are. And they know why I am this serious about it. And so, either you give up now, or you're going to be begging me for mercy. I've done this before. I'll do it again. And I'll continue to keep doing it as long as people break the law in their attacks on us. Come on Davey's channel. I'm not going to chat with Davey. If he wants to talk, he can send me his telephone number. I'll give him a call and we'll talk. I am always happy to accept someone's submission. I don't even care about an apology. I don't care what they think. All I care is how they behaved and how they're going to behave in the future. That is the extent of my interest. It's so frustrating. Deb Davis says, are you saying a private admission of wrongdoing will be accepted as an apology? I'm not asking for an apology myself. There is one thing that I can't absolve. And like I said, I'm only disclosing the things that I am, that I know all the details on, and that it's fine for me to discuss. Can the phone call with you and Davey be recorded? I don't believe that would be something that we would want to do in public. If we were going to do it on public, we'd just do it on a live stream, right? The only time I anticipate debating Davey is when he's cross-examined by our legal team. We do have lawyers in, I think we cover probably 34 of the 50 states, but including all the ones that really matter in terms of like companies. Remember, none of this. Tyrone Major said, so Davey Crocko's channel got deleted because of you. No, we have. I have said before that I have never once issued a copyright violation. And that is still true as of this moment. It will not be true probably tomorrow. Joel Whitehead, file your statement of claim in the High Court of whatever state you think is appropriate. My statement of claim regarding what specifically? And those of you who want to help hunt the gammas, read up on the rules for copyright violations, send them, and we will get on it. So have a good evening. Thank you all for your support. Trolls, you have 24 hours from now to get in touch with me, and we'll talk. Have a good evening. I'm Vox Day. This is the Dark Stream.